Hello everyone, I'm Chris DeGrell, Principal of Christ the King School.
And I'm Amy Becker, Assistant Principal at Christ the King School.
And we are coming to you from the front foyer of the school.
And it's really quiet.
It is, really. And both of us, we want you to know that we're thinking about all of you, we're praying for all of you. We really miss your kids. It is just not the same in the school without them. And just to kind of let you know, we are making this video as the first of many videos that we're going to make. We're going to do one each week. And although we're doing this one in the school, starting next time, we're going to do our next video in front of the house of one of our Christ the King parents, or families rather. And we're not going to tell you where that is. We'll give you some clues at the end of this video, just so maybe you can guess where we're going to be, and Mrs. Becker will talk about that a little bit later. But we want to use these videos just to pass on some important information, to just stay connected, and maybe just have a little fun with it as well. Just remote learning. I know we're right in the middle of all this. We just started it last week. I know it's overwhelming and it's a lot of work for everybody, and it's something we've never done. We've heard all your feedback, and we're making adjustments. It is truly evolving as we go. The teachers are working very, very hard at this. We know that you have a lot of things going on at home. We know this is new and it's different, so you're going to start to see adjustments being made. Some of those adjustments, we're backing off on the workload. We know it's a little bit aggressive, or it probably was in some of the grade levels to start, so we're asking the teachers back off on that. We're also changing a few things for the format as far as what elementary puts out. When they're putting out a list of assignments, they're just going to put what the student needs to do, and then maybe a helpful hints category for parents, so you can see some things as well. It doesn't look so overwhelming when you do it that way, hopefully. So we're hoping that helps. Also, we're going to offer some enrichment activities, because we know some of you are barely getting the basics done, and we understand that. And if you can't get the basics done, that is okay. Do everything you can. We understand, and we are flexible. But if you get all the basics done and you really want more, higher level, more things for your child to work on, they're not just busy work, but they're really substantial things, get into the enrichment activities. Try them out. They're completely optional, so please don't feel like you need to do that. And then we're also changing things. We're assigning things just on Monday through Thursday, and we're reserving Friday for a very special thing, and I'll let Mrs. Becker talk about that part.
So every Friday you're going to hear from me about Family Friday. And this came out of some faculty discussions. How can we use this time for our families and be supportive, keep everybody active without increasing their workload for academics? There are, and if you're on social media, you've seen them, so many resources and ideas developing and being shared all over the world that are really fun for families and kids. So every week I'm going to collect around 10 ideas, whether it be a recipe or an art project or a museum to go tour or a funny YouTube video or a TED Talk. I'm going to link those all together in an email and send them out, and you use it as it works for you. If you want to get some fun activities in on that Friday, try some of them out. We would encourage you then to reply and say what worked, or what was a flop but made you laugh. And if you have come across some resources that you really love for your family in this time, please share them to me, because I think the best thing we can do right now is stay connected by sharing what we're doing in our homes that is working or making us crazy and we need a little help, but staying connected through shared ideas and solutions. So look forward to Family Friday. I know I can't wait to send the first installment out to you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Becker. And please know, I just want to reiterate that Family Friday, it's optional, completely optional. It's a fun thing to do, not meant to stress anybody out. So if you can't get to it, we understand that. We'd also like to ask you if you're taking any pictures of your kids doing things, doing activities as part of remote learning. Send them to us. We'd love to kind of see those things. Once again, completely optional. I do want to thank everybody for your patience, for your understanding as we kind of work through this. We have never done this before. Hopefully we'll never do it again after we get through this kind of stuff. But thank you very much for everything you're doing, all your help, your prayers, and your support. I do really appreciate it. We all appreciate it here in the school. And also, a lot of people have been asking questions about registrations for next year. Okay, I missed the deadline because of all this stuff happening. That's okay. There is really no deadline at this point. We're waiving the deadline. We're waiving any kind of late fee, so don't worry about that. Just get that in as soon as you can. You can drop it off at the church office, mail it to the church office. They've stopped mail coming to the school now, so please just kind of drop it off or mail it there. We will get it, and we're very flexible with that, so please understand that. And now for the clues for next week's video.
Right. So we're going to move around through our CTK family neighborhoods, and each week at the end of the video, I'm going to offer you some clues about where we might be next week. If you or your son or daughter want to wager a guess as to where we're going, you can email us, and next week from the front yard of our first family, we'll tell you who guessed correctly first. We're going to take some time to hear from them, from the family that we're visiting. What are they doing? What is working? What's been fun? What have they learned? They're emailing that, and I'll be sharing it. They'll be inside their house, so we'll be practicing our social distancing. So next week, we are going to a home where they are located near enough to school that their children can walk. They sit on a three-way stop where nobody ever stops. They have 3 daughters, 2 that are currently at Christ the King, and 1 is a graduate. They're new to the Omaha area within the last 5 years, and Christ the King has been their only parish since moving to Omaha. So if you think you know what family we're visiting next week, you can let us know, and we will see you from their front yard next week.
And they can just email that guess
Yes.
to either you or myself or both of
Yep.
us. So we look forward to those. And on behalf of Father Cook, Father Boyd, all the Christ the King school teachers and staff, we want to say thank you. Thanks for all your support, all your prayers, all your comments. We do appreciate that and all your feedback. God bless, and we will see you next week on video number 2. So thank you.
Bye.